What's good, people? Welcome to the Real Spirit Podcast, man. We about to get on to some things. We about to talk about some things that's been going on in social media this week. You know what I mean? You know, the biggest one of them all is what? Yep, you got it. Pooh, Shiesty, Gucci, man, right? I usually don't get into this, but let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah, I'm gonna have a whole new different take on this though, because I know everybody said Pooh Shiesty dumb, Pooh Shiesty idiot, and all that bullshit, right? Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's definitely true. But the thing is this, y'all. Let's keep it a buck. This what Pooh Shiesty talks about in his rap, right? This what Pooh Shiesty talk about in his raps, right? Pooh Shiesty talk about all this shit, right? The Draco, the Robin, and all that type of shit, right? Smacking niggas up and all that type of shit, right? He talks about this shit in his records, y'all. So the crazy thing is, everybody out there, Pooh Shiesty an idiot, Pooh Shiesty dumb. But y'all not saying that when y'all bumping this motherfucking music, right? Putting on the Pooh Shiesty and shit. You know what I mean? But when he come in for rich shit and really live out his motherfucking truth, then he's a dummy, he's a fucking idiot, right? And he is. But y'all can't say that. And this what I'm telling y'all, people, when keeping it real goes wrong once again. Once again. Now all the people out there bumping his music and all that type of shit, and yeah, Pooh Shiesty this, Pooh Shiesty that, you know what I mean? But when you see a nigga really live that shit in real life, y'all like, oh, he's a fucking idiot. Dumb. Yeah, that's what he been talking about. That's what he been rapping about, right? Right? So he did what he's supposed to do, right? He crashed out like he always talking about crashing out, right? Tell me if I'm wrong, right? But the thing is this, people. Just because you want to keep it real and you want to play this street gangster bullshit, don't get mad when motherfuckers don't want to play with you. Don't get mad at Gucci because he don't want to play street gangster shit no more. Right? You can't get mad at this man. Right? This man have a family now, right? This man is a family man. This man is a businessman. This man is a father. Take care of his kids, right? He's on that time now. People evolve, people. People graduate from the street, people. He don't supposed to still be talking about that same shit he talked about 14, 10, 15 years ago. Right? Nobody should be talking about the same shit they talked about 15 years ago. If you did, you haven't evolved, motherfucker. And that's a problem. Right? So Pooh Shiesty did what he talks about doing, right? And Gucci Man did what he's supposed to do, right? He ain't on that time no more. So let's applaud Gucci for that, y'all. Yeah, Gucci, you done grew up, bruh. Know what I mean? You ain't on that little boy shit no more. You a grown ass man now, right? Leave that bullshit behind you, bro. That street shit, yeah, that was your stepping stone to get you where you are. You know what I mean? Now you're good now. So yeah, you ain't gotta kick that street shit no more, Gucci. You done with that. You know what I mean? You done with that. Don't come out with no diss record trying to be gangster and be street and shit. You're done with that. We happy to see the real Gucci, the new Gucci. I am. I'm happy to see you evolve, right? Now, there's going to be these crab motherfuckers who still want you to be like the motherfucker back in the day, right? They don't want you to evolve, right? So in this particular situation, everybody done what they're supposed to do, right? Right? Pooh Shiesty love jail. He's back home, okay? Nigga just did like a 5 year in the feds and came back out a couple months and did some shit like this. He need to be locked up, right? We don't need that nigga out in the streets. He's a problem. He's a problem, right? And then he recorded that shit. And then y'all get mad at him. Oh, he dumb. Why would you record it? You dumb for recording it. Nigga, it's clickbait. He's showing y'all what he do, right? Oh, you want him to make a fake ass video, right? And play like he doing. No. He want to be realer than the realest. He took that street shit to a whole new different level. We supposed to applaud him, right? Let's applaud him. Oh, Pooh Shiesty, you did the damn thing, my dude. You took it to a whole new different level of street shit. You put a robbery, right? You put a motherfucker strong arm robbery, extort a nigga, get me out this contract, straight gangster G shit. You put it on tape, my nigga. Why we ain't applauding that shit? Why we calling niggas stupid now? No. Everybody in this motherfucking situation did exactly what the fuck they supposed to do. Alright? So we gonna stop this shit. We gonna stop calling Pooh Shiesty dumb, and we gonna stop calling Gucci Man a motherfucking rat, or whatever the fuck you wanna call him, right? Everybody did what they supposed to do. This shit went down just like it's supposed to go down, alright? So, hey, both of y'all motherfuckers, man, hey, I salute both of y'all for being real motherfuckers in what y'all do, alright? Ain't no losers in this shit. It's all winners, man. Alright? Gucci, you grew the fuck up. You're a grown-ass man now, right? You ain't in that street bullshit no more, right? Got a family and kids to take care of. I salute you, right? Pooh Shiesty, you're back where you belong, bro. Behind bars where the streets are safe again. Without motherfuckers like you. But guess what? You kept it real. You kept it real. So applaud yourself, man. And do that motherfucking time like a G. Know what I mean? And ride out with that shit, man. Ride out with that shit, man. Alright? Congratulations, man. You the realest motherfucker we know. So, hey, let's give it up Pooh Shiesty, the realest motherfucker we know, y'all. Once again, big up. Alright. Now, I'm about to get into another topic, right? Alright. This one is a little different, right? Y'all want me to talk about this shit? I'm going to talk about this shit, right? The India Ari, and the what? The Young Miami beef, right? Now, all I gotta say about this is, man, we gotta have some respect for each other, all right? A real big respect factor in this right here really kind of blew me right here, you know what I mean? Because the disrespect that came for India Ari was uncalled for, right? It's uncalled for, you know what I mean? But, India Ari, come on now. Out of all this shit that's been played, this summer, last summer, summer before, all that pop the coochie, all this ratchet ass shit that then came out. I ain't even talking about the guys. I see she went for the female, so I'm gonna keep it on the female. All this Sexy Red, all this Sukiyani, all this Cardi B, and you went for Miami, Young Miami. That's the only problem I have, because now it's kind of like you're being a bully, right? Because she ain't really on that totem pole ass, you know what I mean? Like with the celebrity shit, you know what I mean? She ain't really out there, you know what I mean? She ain't really known for great ass music, right? So you went for the little dog, right? That's the only beef I have with India Ari, who she went after, right? And she went after the big dog, and every time they come out with some shit that's ratchet and crazy and all that, you know what I mean, goes against some motherfucking morals, and she spoke out a bit, yo, I'm all with you, India. I'm all with you on that. When you're right, you're right. When you're wrong, you're wrong. You know what I mean? When you're right, I'm with you. But when you're wrong, I gotta let you know. Nah, you went after Young Miami, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? What you said wasn't wrong. It's just the timing. If you would have been doing this, because I know India, I'm a fan, you know what I mean? And you be on your shit, you know what I mean? You're on your conscience, you know what I mean? Power to the people, black power, black queen shit. I'm with you on that, you know what I mean? Beautiful sister, you know what I mean? And you spoke out, you know what I mean? But you spoke out at the wrong time, and you spoke out the wrong one. Because this ain't even this is like very, very mediocre to what's really going on out here, to the shit they really playing. The shit they really saying. The shit, I could even play this in my car with my daughter. I could play this in the car with my mom. I could play this song Young Miami made in the car with anybody. Right? I can't play no motherfucking Sexy Red, Sukiyani, all that type of shit, Cardi B. I can't play that shit in my car. You know what I mean? No. So you should have came after the big dogs, man. That's the only problem I got with you, India Ari. You know what I mean? Now, Young Miami, come on, man. Come on now. We got to show respect. I'm sorry, man. We got to show respect. I know she's older and she came at you like that, but you got to do it with some class. You have to do it with some class. We're not going to be disrespecting everybody. You know what I mean? She didn't disrespect you now. She just said something about the song, and you come at her on some other shit. You know what I mean? Being real disrespectful. Not cool. Not cool. We got to show some respect, people. You know what I mean? We got to show love. You know what I mean? These are the ones that paved the way, man. We got to start showing respect and homage to the people who paved the way. We might not agree with what they said, but we got to come better. You know what I mean? Can't call people out their name and, you know what I mean? And nah, that's not cool, man. That's the only problem I have with that. You know what I mean? And then you got my man, what? Trick Trick Daddy come on, he just go all in on India. You know what I mean? Went all left field and calling her out her name. I don't even want to say some of the things he said, you know what I mean? But it was very distasteful and very ignorant, very disrespectful, and just low class, just a low class vibration, man. I wasn't feeling none of that at all, man. That was just horrible, bro. How you came out and said all that ignorant shit. Like, it was disgusting. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not even going to give you no more time, man. You was disgusting when you did all that, bro. That was horrible, my nigga. That was really horrible. You know what I'm saying? So I'm done with that, man. So that beef is over with too, man. You know. And India came out and said, I ain't saying nothing about boycotting. I just said, you know what I mean, we should be mindful of what we speak to the community, you know what I'm saying? I've been talking about this rap shit is demonic and everything like that, so I ain't gonna get on that dead horse, you know what I mean? Beat that dead horse, you know what I mean? But she's absolutely correct, but you know what I mean? Next time, you know what I'm saying? Go for everybody. Don't pick and choose your battles, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go after everybody. You gonna pick that fight, you gonna get in this fight, man. You know what I mean? We gotta take the gloves off, go no hold bars, man. And a lot of people stand behind you, man, with that movement, you know what I mean? Because you know, you're forced to be reckoned with, you know what I mean? And you know, you got the ears of the people, you know what I mean? So you could have did that a little better. So I'm done with that, man. All right, my next one is, we're gonna get on this BET Awards, right? We're gonna give up the BET Awards, and we ain't gonna be too quick on this. We're gonna be real quick on this, I mean, and we're gonna move on and wrap this thing up. But Drewski and Janet Jackson, all right? Well, it's not really a beef, you know what I mean? Janet Jackson just came out and said that, you know, she'll never come to another BET Award because Drewski made fun of Joe Jackson, you know what I mean? And a little skit he did on the BET Awards, you know what I mean? Funny, yeah, super funny. But, you know, she would say she was in the first row, she seen this, you know what I mean? And it was very distasteful, and, you know, she's still living those traumas, and Michael Jackson was still living those traumas before he passed away and stuff like that. So she felt disrespected, and she felt, you know what I mean? That was uncalled for, right? But if you know Drewski, nothing is off the table. Nothing is off the table, and the boy be on point all the time. The motherfucker don't miss, right? So big up to Drewski, man. I'm a fan, you know what I'm saying? Yo, keep doing your thing. Janet Jackson, he's a comedian. He do what he do, you know what I mean? And you never know what he's gonna come up with, you know what I'm saying? But yo, if you really feel that way, you know what I'm saying? Don't blame it on the BET Awards, you know what I mean? Whatever the case may be. I mean, it was distasteful in your eyes, but you know what I mean? You know how the world goes, you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta let things go, man. Laugh about it, you know what I'm saying? And just march on, sister. March on, sister. You know what I'm saying? Now, to circle all the way back around, right? Because I was just talking about hip hop, right? And how hip hop is going a little too far, right? On the first two things I talked about, the Pooh Shiesty incident, the Young Miami incident, you know, just this music in general, you know what I'm saying? And I know y'all like, here he go on a soapbox about this damn music again, right? But nah, man, I just want to say it is going a little too far, y'all. It really is, man. And we got to control what we listen to because, like I said before, man, it's a lot of low vibration, a lot of negativity, and a lot of fucking poison, you know what I mean? That's going inside us, you know what I mean? Subconsciously, you know what I mean? Not consciously, but subconsciously, a little bit getting in, you know what I mean? So we as adults, you know what I mean? We know how to, like, you know, handle this shit and, you know, maintain with this shit. We're adults, right? But our kids are listening to this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Our kids are listening to this shit. So we gotta just do better. We just gotta really just do better, man, on making sure our kids listen to the right stuff, you know what I mean? And they get older, you know what I mean? And they can differentiate some shit. That's cool because, you know, a lot of people have died, right? From drill rap and everything else, right? So we definitely gotta grab hold of this shit, though, for real. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. You know what I mean? And I'm going to tell you about this lady, and I'm out of here after this, right? I'm going to tell you, right? It was a lady, right, named Dolores Tucker. Go look it up, right? I think it was around about 94, 95, in that era, right? Right? When Tupac was out, right? Tupac, Snoop, what are my other mans from Miami? from Florida. What's my man name? Luke and all them, right? So she came out, right? She was a black activist, right? She's a black activist, female activist. Great woman. Know what I mean, we see her as a great woman at this time. So that's why I'm coming at y'all like this, right? Because at this time, right, when Tupac came out, Snoop came out, you know what I'm saying? She was protesting against their music, right? She was getting like all the gangster rappers, right? CDs, right? She'd pile them up and have a tractor trailer roll over them and shit like that, right? And she really spoke up against, you know what I mean, the freedom of speech and certain things that rappers were saying at that time, right? You know what I'm saying? And we're nowhere near. It's way, way worse now than it was back then. You know what I'm saying? But as an older woman and been going through the things that she's been through, you know what I mean? Because you know she's seen a lot more than us, you know what I mean? Growing up, right? Even me as a young man, I'm like, man, get the hell out of here with that. Get the hell out of here with that, right? So I wasn't taking the side of Dolores Tucker, right? I'm rocking with Tupac. I'm rocking with Snoop and them. You know what I mean? Like, yo, get out of here, old lady. Get out of here. Get out of here, right? You know what I mean? And all the younger people was, you know what I mean? Being disrespectful and saying, like, we ain't trying to hear that shit, man. You know what I mean? And we, let's Tupac going off on her, you know what I'm saying? He's screaming on her, being disrespectful. Snoop being disrespectful. Everybody just being disrespectful to this lady, right? Like, you don't understand us. You don't understand this generation. This, that, and the third, right? But no, this lady have lived a lot longer. And that's why I be trying to tell y'all, man, gotta put your kids on game. She knew where this was headed. Rest in peace, Dolores Tucker, by the way. Rest in peace, my sister. Rest in peace. But she knew where this game was headed. She knew where this hip-hop shit was headed, man. And she tried to save us, bro. She tried to save us. Because now, this freedom of speech and we can say what we want to say, man, is our worst fucking enemy. Our worst nightmare, man. Right? There's no restrictions on this shit, man. And they could just say what they want to say. And I know I'm sounding like an old head, as I should. Because I was with you all. I was with that, all that. You know what I mean? But this lady knew what she was talking about, man. And I want to apologize to Dolores Tucker like Tupac would apologize to her. I'm pretty sure Snoop would apologize to her, right? I'm pretty sure Luke would apologize to her. I'm pretty sure everybody would apologize to her right now. She seen the vision. We didn't see it, right? And she said, this what happened. She said kids will be killing each other because of this music, right? Our females will start acting like hoes and bitches, right? And not have no respect for themselves and say anything demeaning themselves, right? Not being the queen that they are, but now being this lower life form of whatever you want to call it, people. But it's disgusting. It really is, man. It really is. Listen to the music, y'all. Kenny playing it on the radio, right? And I know. I'm sounding old as hell. I'm sounding like a cornball. I'm sounding like this. I'm sounding like a cop. I done hear it all. Right? I done heard it all. Right? But like the Lord's Tucker, man, I'm going to keep fighting this fight, man. Because I love my kids. I love your kids. I love my community, man. I love y'all. So I'm going to keep fighting this fight, man. And one day, it's going to hit somebody. And it's going to seep in. Right? And I say this thing just for parenting tools as well, man. Just be mindful what your kids are listening to. Be mindful where your kids at, man. And I know every time I get on here, I get back and talk about them kids, right? Talk about our community. Talk about our generation. Yeah, I'm going to keep doing that, man. I love us. I love us, right? God gave me the wisdom to do it, man. He put it in my heart to say it, so I'm going to say it, man. Just take it how you want to take it, man. But please take heed. We have to be mindful of what our kids are listening to, right? And also what our kids are watching, man. But I'm going to get off my soapbox, man. And I'm going to get up out of here, man. But this is the God honest truth, man. This is the God honest truth. I don't do this shit because I hate y'all. I do this shit because I love y'all, man. I love y'all, man. Roddy Rod Jersey, I'm out, man. Holla at your boy, one. and I'm out. Peace. Love y'all niggas, man.